Man, listen, we know why you're here. We know why people are in here. You got Graham fan wanting to know about you, and then you got everybody else.
Yeah.
National Signing Day, right? You go into National Signing Day. How did you wake up? How did you feel? You know, what was the process of planning National Signing Day?
I'll walk you out. So I wake up, and my coach had a group chat with all the seniors who signing. And so he texts, I need everybody in that line. National letter of, that's your national letter. Just make sure you cover. Yeah, intent.
Yeah.
So I wake up, and then he hit me up. He's like, Sev, I need you in that line. I said, Jackson State ain't sent it yet. He said, all right, let me get on that. He called Coach Riley, then he hit me back. He saying, situation is they wouldn't be able to offer you your full ride until July. He said now, he said he gonna keep his word, whether he stay there or not. Well, whether he stay there or not, that he gonna give me my full ride in July. So I get on the phone with him and Coach Hart. I'm saying, what's up, what's the word, whoop-de-whoop. And they like, yeah, man, we ain't got enough money from the senior. We still got senior signed, so we wouldn't be able to give you a full ride till July. And I was like, all right. So I wake up, Coach Paul tell me to come down to his office. And now we sitting there like, what we finna do? It's like 8 o'clock. We talk this, that, and the other.
8 in the morning.
Yeah, we went from 5 to 8 in the morning. So I sit up like an hour thinking, is this something I want to do? Is this a situation I want to wait in or not? So I'm sitting there, and Coach Paul can tell me to come down to his office. We talk. And so another coach called Coach Lamar, Coach Cam from Lamar. He said he got a hold of the situation. He's like, man, just being honest, if a coach really wanted you, he would have put you in that situation. He was like, if that was Deion's son, do you think he'll make Deion's son wait? And so then, I started thinking, so I'm like, you right about that. And so I got on the phone with Coach Cam. He gave me some great advice. And then Coach Paul was like, what you want to do? He said, because you could wait, but it's a lot of time between here and now. And, things could flare up at any moment. They up and leave. So I sat there, I thought, and then I had told him, I said, well, Grambling State offered, and they called about 3 days ago. And his eyes lit up. He like, they what? So I get Coach on the phone, and Coach D, he like excited. Like we've been in contact like four times a day. What's up, man? What's up? What you got going, Sykes? I'm like, he like, what's up, Coach? He talks to my head coach. Like, man, Sykes, you'll be the steal, man. He said, you the steal. He said, man, this is something we need. He excited. He been excited. He talked the same tone every time he on the phone with me. So, I said, all right, this is what we're gonna do. We'll do. He sent the NLI paper. I told him I committed. He said, that's all good. I called up Faith, and I said, hey, bro, I'm coming to the G. I said, don't tell nobody. I'm finna come. Let me get a hoodie or something. He said, I got one for you. It's a reason I had 4.
All right. So listen, let's go to it. So the toss heard around the world. All right. So let's bring this up. Let me see if I play this right. So you ripping off your jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pulling that off. Everybody going crazy. And the toss. The toss. That's what kills them. That's what killed him. And then you already know how it is, Graham. He pulls out the hoodie.
Yeah.
And he bro, you look serious, bro. You look dead serious. I love it. I love it,
man.
So how did you feel? I mean, how did it feel? Did you think that your signing day would catch the heat that it did?
I did it actually. I'm a dude with no stars, so I'm thinking like whatever I do, because the school, everybody around the school knew I had Jackson State. I walked in there with the suit and tie, and I had my red and blue Jordan 1s on. So I was everybody thought it was Jackson State already. And what people don't know is that red hat I tossed. That was a small logo Jackson State hat. Yeah, so I threw the La Tech hat, the small Jackson State hat. I threw that one. Nobody picked that up. And then LSU, I threw that hat, suited up, And that's where the crowd went crazy when I threw it. You heard the
yeah.
So I got him right there. Then I threw on that GSU, man.
He said, I got him right there. But listen, this is something that I wanted to show people because a lot of people been going back and forth. So I want to show them this. Now, this looks the same to me. I see 2 underhanded throws.
Yeah.
I don't see much difference here. I don't see. So why do you think, what made your throw so bad?
I just think just because it was JSU. They of course they a popular school right now. I just feel like they thought it couldn't happen to them.
That nobody would throw the J hat like you.
That nobody would throw the J hat. That's what they thought.
Yeah, I like how you said that's what they thought. That's what they thought. So did Jackson State ever tell you in the process of recruiting you that you had a full ride?
Yes.
All right.
So, you go.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Explain.
All right, so I'm gonna just give you a quick run real quick. So on my Texas A&M Commerce visit, Coach Riley, the new D-line coach, he called me. He in Miami. He FaceTimed me. He said, "Hey man, just got a hold of your film from one of my buddies. I really like you. Go get on the phone, let her chop it up." So then, some weeks go by, and Coach Hart and Coach Rashad come up to the school. And, they check me out. We have a good talk about 2-3 hours. Real long, good talk. And so he told me, "Hey, we're gonna be getting back to you in about a week. We got to make sure Deion say you good. You got to pass the. They got something like the smart, tough, discipline thing that they go by. He said, make sure you all good, and we'll get back to you." So fast forward from that, like Wednesday to Sunday, they hit me up. They say, "Hey, we offering you full ride." I call Coach Paul. He said, "Man, go ahead, post it." Because I was gonna keep it secret until signing day. I'm already thinking like, man, that's where I'm leaning towards, just HBCU, what they got going.
Yeah.
And so everything go good. We get the visit set up. They get me out there. And so the day, what was that? I talked to Shador. We was out. I talked to Shador Saturday night. We standing beside each other, like, "Hey, bro, you like JSU?" I'm asking him some questions.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, bro, it's all cool. I really mess with it." So I'm like, "All right." I told him I was gonna commit. He was like, "All right, that's cool." And so fast forward to Sunday morning when it's time for me to fly out. I hit up Coach Riley. Hit me up. He like, "Hey, Uber outside, make it to the airport." And I said, "Hey, Coach, I'm committing." He said, "Okay, that's cool. Everything good." So I hop on the plane. I'm feeling good. Like I really want to scream on the plane, like, "Hey, I just committed." And so let me go. We land. I hit up Coach O. I said, "Hey, what was this? Monday?" I said, "Can you send me my paperwork?" I said, "Hey, can you send me my paperwork?" He said, "Okay." That's all I needed. I knew was some paperwork. So come Tuesday night, that's what he let me know, "Hey, the money situation." And then I'm like, me and my people don't really understand it because one, my dad, he never went through the recruit process because I'm his only son.
Yeah.
So, we're not fully understanding. We hear full ride, right? So fast forward, call Coach Paul. Coach Paul hit me up that morning. That's where it really clicked. He like, "Man, they not offering you you can't sign. They not offering you a full ride. You can't sign right now until July." So I'm like, what the hell? I'm under the impression now. Coach O said, "Okay, I'm good." I thought he was going to send me the paperwork. He ain't hit me back with, "Hey, bro, we can't do it for you." So I'm under the impression all week that I'm going to go to Jackson State. My people, like Coach Hart had a plug out in Houston. My sister, she go to TSU. She driving up to make my signing day. She stopped, grabbed some merch from somebody Coach Hart hooked us up with. Got the vet shirts. That's where I got the J hat from.
Yeah.
I got the JSU hat. Got all that. So my whole family, they Jacksoned up. But come that morning, find out that I can't sign till July. So I'm like, really? Like, this how y'all do? Like, y'all say I got a full ride, but I can't hit it till July. And y'all saying y'all will keep y'all promise. I mean, I ain't saying I didn't take their word for it, but like, if they up and leave and Deion bounce here in the next months, then I'm gonna be left without a scholarship.
Yeah.
So that did rub me some type of way. Once Coach Paul, who been through the recruiting process over at Duncanville, a powerhouse school, know what's really going on.
Yeah.
Once he broke it down to me, then it really hit like, damn, they tried to play me on some shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. So now, when did you see the posted message that Shedeur did? How did you find out, and what did you think of it?
I found out about the message. It was Wednesday, but I was asleep. You know, I went to sleep. I wake up. Coach Paul hit my phone first. Hey, don't respond to Shedeur. Just know everything will work out in your favor. Keep God first. I'm like, what you talking about? So I hit the internet. My page blowing. Instagram blowing up. So I hit my mentions and I see this. And so first thing that came to me was, you know, like the way I went about it was, hey, it's early in the morning. You know, I'm trying to get my NLI done. He told me hit me up if I need something. So I'm trying to get to him, man to man. Trying to ask him, hey, you know anything about my papers? They can help me out. Yeah. And so just for him to, you know, come back around and do that, I'm like, that's some weird stuff, bro. Like, I came to you man to man. I understand that's your daddy's school, bro, but that how you went about it, like, if I'm just some random dude, no-star dude, I sure did. It must have made him feel some type of way, apparently.
So the full conversation, he ends up giving you Coach O's number.
Yeah, so I had Coach O's number, but he got two phones.
Okay. Yeah,
he got two phones, so I didn't have that number right there.
Okay.
So yeah, he ended up giving me Coach O's number. He ain't put that in the messages that he gave me Coach O's number. Like he want to act like he treated me like a random, like he didn't try to help me out. Yeah. Yeah, so that's how he tried to make you look.
So then you got an email from Coach Riley and kind of on the day of signing day, they explain the last minute of you will have a 1-year scholarship starting in the fall of 22 going to. Now, did Coach Powell see this and you guys kind of got an understanding from this or?
Yeah, Coach Powell seen that. You know, I showed Coach Powell because Coach Powell just wanted some form of agreement or like, you know, just like something that will assure that I'll be receiving the full ride once the fall season starts in July. And so Coach Riley see me there, you know, just for a comfort level. Yeah, so like just let me know, bro. You good? You'll be good. Just July, you'll sign full ride. We'll take care of you from there on out. That's what that was. And you see the timestamp. Like I was reaching out. This happened. I saw he called me like at 5:30. Yeah, so he moving fast.
Boom, 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 boom. Trying to get in out there. Okay. So have you and Shedeur, you know, on offline try to hash this out?
No, I mean, it ain't been many words said since then. I know what I think yesterday morning, Coach Hart called me and he was like, hey man, what Shedeur did wasn't cool. You know, and I'm like, you know, it wasn't that big of a deal. I understand that. I mean, you know, I threw his school hat, but like at the end of the day, like he ain't have to take it about how he did. You know, like honestly, if I'm gonna be real with you, what I said, if I'm a Gatorade, if I'm endorsed by Gatorade and I ain't worried, but if I'm so-called not worried about somebody, that right there not even gonna bother me. But yeah, when we ain't had no talk out since then. You know, I talked to Coach Hart. He said he gonna talk to him, but it is what it is on that side. But I'm straight over here.
Nah, you good? Okay, so why Grambling?
Grambling, you know, I got some partners at Grambling. I got some partners at Grambling who have been behind Coach Stewart, you know, the D-line coach. And then, you know, I talked to them. I've been talking to them. They've been, you know, talking about how much they love Grambling. I got people who went to Grambling. Been to the Bayou Classic, so I've got the environment feel for Grambling. Of course, go to the Cotton Bowl every year. Live in Dallas. Yeah. Can't miss PD versus Grambling.
State Fair Classic all day, every day.
Yeah, I can't miss that. I can't. Yeah. And so, and really the coaches, you know, anytime you got the head coach, especially Coach Hue Jackson, great coach, man. He called me first. He said, man, I got my hands on your film, man. I sent it to the D-line coach, everybody. You know, so they can evaluate it, but I personally love it. So when you're hearing that from like the head dog, it just hit different. You know that's somebody that really wants you, because I've never heard from Dion, but I ain't saying he had to reach out to him. But yeah, like when the top dog or what's going on reach out to you, then they make you, you know, they hit you a different way. You know, you feel like you want it somewhere.
Yeah. So I asked your boy Romello, one of your recruits. I asked him the same question. How did it feel when you spoke with Hue Jackson?
It felt surreal. You know, I'm like, do I know who I'm on the phone? Because the number come up, it's still Ohio. So I'm looking at my phone. It's Ohio, man. What's this coach? This Coach Jackson, man. Yeah, the hard he crunk. And I'm like, I'm talking to him, but it's like it ain't processed. It's not processing. Like, bro, do you know who you're on the phone with? It didn't process that. So I get off the phone, but I'm talking to him. He telling me how I can fit into the scheme. You know, he already looking at ways to use my strengths to push what Grambling already got going, and that's something I was messing with.
I like that. I like that. Now, once again, one thing, you and Romello, part of the largest Grambling signing class in history. How does that make you feel?
Man, it makes me feel great. It's unbelievable how many. And one, that we the first signing class to do this, and two, that we are the first signing class to do this. Like, you would think more players will want to be a part of an HBCU, but this is showing you where this is moving towards, man. Like, being a part of this huge of a signing class is real big. It's a big movement, especially for Coach Hue Jackson. I mean, he know what he's doing.
I like it, man. I love your energy. I do. Now, how have you grown from this experience? You know, dealing with the recruiting and, you know, the Shador incident and, you know, the coaches. How has that opened your eyes, and how have you grown from it?
One thing this has taught me is patience and keep faith in God. I can say that for sure, because mind you, I committed at Grambling at 8:50. We signed at 9:30. So, woo! Yeah. So I'm sitting there frustrated. Like, me and Coach Pop, if you hear the interview, you gonna hear him say we had a deep talk, you know, before, and that's what that talk was. It was tears involved. I was just frustrated. I was like, you know, why me?
Yeah.
You know, but then he's like, man, don't question why everything will fall into place in. You know, I sat there, I was breathing, I took a deep breath in, I was breathing. And I was just patient for that just being even patient more for that slight bit moment, not panicking it. Everything came for the best. You
know what's crazy though? Like the way you're explaining it is to have all that lead up to this one moment. You know what I'm saying? But all the background, all the noise and everything, and you would have never, from that video that everybody has been retweeting and all that, you would have never known what had gone into that previously throughout the day. Until that one moment, man. I'm happy for you, though. I really am.
I appreciate it.
Your hard work paid off. Now, what do you think you can bring to Grambling day one, stepping on campus?
Ooh, man. What I'm already looking to bring, I bring that smoke with me everywhere I go. Just know that's coming. So, like, I'm looking to bring like energy to the. I'm already bringing, like, I feel like I'm bringing energy with that video. So I just feel like this season gonna be something to watch. Gonna really be something to watch, because, you know, ain't nobody gonna like no HOE on live TV. So of course I know that my dudes at Grambling, we finna work 10 times harder. So I know I'll probably help chip their work ethic, you know. So I'm looking forward to. I think I brought a lot of energy, a lot of attention to the school, good attention at that. I think I brought a lot of good attention and energy to the school, and then I'm ready to put it together, man. I'm ready to get started.
Hey, listen, Grand Fam is behind you. I don't know about you, but listen, they was like, that's my recruit. Throw that at. All right. Hey, what do you feel you need to improve your game on?
Improve my game. I just think it's a strength. It's just a strength factor. Of course, gain weight to play on the next level, but besides that, I have a pretty high IQ for the game. You know, you ask around. I mean, my IQ, like, just what made me dominate in high school, made it so easy. Like, you could watch freshman JV, and if you're a smart player, you watch that because you know that's the system that they run on the varsity level. So come game time, I watch your freshman in JV, and now you wonder, man, what the hell? How you know this and that? Because I studied the game. I studied the game there, and I'm a film rat. But just the strength in the weight part, you know. But they'll come. That's not even a word when I talk to schools, especially talking to Coach D, Coach Thornton, and Coach Jackson. Yeah, you know, he talk about getting me started in the strength program as soon as I touch ground. So I'm ready, man.
Man, that's good. But I'm glad. I'm so glad you said that that you're a student of the game. A lot of stuff happens in the football that I tell kids a lot of times is, if you know what the offense is trying to do, or if you know what the defense is trying to do, you're already a step ahead. Yeah. You know, mentally, physically, whatever. But if I know what you're trying to do to me and I can beat that mentally, physically everything's gonna come together. So I'm glad that you said you're in the now. Do you plan on playing basketball for Greg? If people don't know you pretty cold with the rock. You know what I'm saying? So you plan on playing a little b-ball for Grambling? There's a lot of athletes out there.
It ain't been asked of me, but I mean, of course, basketball. Something I ain't started playing basketball until I was like 13, maybe 12. That basketball is something I really do. I do enjoy it, but trying to go to the next level, I think I gotta put that basketball aside because for years, you know, I've been doing basketball, football, track, and now that I'm able, what I feel also going to take my game to the next level is once I'm able to put them to a side and focus mainly on football and keep my body in football shape, not having to go from football to basketball shape. I think that's what's gonna make me evolve, but I don't think I'm gonna be playing, man. I think this is my last year.
Oh, man, he said, had to go ahead and put it on down. I know you had to put it on down. Now, I know the comments and the messages have been held. Who has guided you through this tough stretch? You know what I'm saying? You know, in that short period with all the, like you said, the Instagram and all that type of stuff. Who's guided you through that?
Just my coaches, you know, like I'm gonna say Coach Paul name a lot. That's just a great dude all around. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be talking to you right now if he wasn't coming to Lancaster.
Wow.
So yeah, real talk. So like he found me first day he got the job. But Coach Paul, he be keeping me pulled. He was like, man, don't respond. You know, to be a lot of hate. People don't really know what's going on. They'll know about the talks. And he was just saying, like, you know, whatever you do, bro, God sees. So you don't want to put nothing out there. It might not hurt you now, but it'll eventually come back around. So, you know, I just been trying to stay away from that negativity and responding to people. But, you know, it's hard being a teenage kid and you seeing all that. So I ain't gonna lie, I responded to some people, but I ain't go off like I wanted to. But like he been keeping me real calm, you know, just I don't want that karma come back on. People don't know what's been going on, man.
Hey man, listen, man. Shout out to Coach Paul, bro. Like
it's Coach Paul.
Coach Paul, man. Shout out to Coach Paul, man. That's a bar, bro, for real. I'm dropping a bomb for Coach Paul. Man, that's real, bro. Because I mean, at your age, like the get back is so, you know, you don't want to seem like you getting punked or anything like that. I feel you, but listen, man, Coach Paul is leading you in the right way. Think bigger. Think bigger, get bigger, man.
It was hard, man. Cause
I bet, bro.
He got like I think Shador got like 500,000 followers. So he got all these JSU people just crowding your back and other kids your age just hitting you. It's hard to respond, but at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to put a bad image on myself because I know that's not the type of person I am. Yeah. And you know, I just want to show people in the right direction, you know, don't mind it.
That's dope, man. Shout out to you, shout out to Coach Paul. All right, we coming down to the end, man. What would you like to say to the fans and future fans about next fall at the G?
Man, every time you ask about just getting started, man, I laugh because I see on the internet what these boys are already doing. I call Coach Thornton before practice, after practice, and hear what they doing. So I'm just that's something I'm ready to be a part of, man. Like it's gonna be crazy, and I'm ready for all games. Trust me, I checked the score, and people like, you know, you should have went to the vet. And I if you look, Grambling didn't score in the second quarter. If Grambling scored in the second quarter, they win by 1. Yeah. So like me moving there, I'm prepared, man. I'm ready, and I already know they got some dogs there. They got some dudes been hitting me up. It feel like a family already, and I'm ready to bring one back to the G, maybe 2 or 3. I love it, man. I love man. The energy. I'm ready. They got y'all right. All right, man. We're going to come down to the last section. It's called This or That. I'm going to give you 2 items, and you tell me which one's your favorite, all right? All right. Gatorade or Powerade? Oh, Powerade. All right. City or country? Country. All right. Text message or call? Text. All right. Nike or Adidas? I got to go Nike. Texans or Cowboys? Cowboys. All right. Apple or Android? Apple. All right. Zaxby or God's Chicken? God's Chicken. I never had Zaxby's. Okay. Hey, man, appreciate you. This is your time for shout-outs. Before I let you go, all right, before you go, I need you to teach me how you toss it. So how to walk me through the process. How I gotta do? I didn't know I threw it that hard, so I watched the video. I took it. I just flipped it. Just flung it. Like that. That's all it was, man. Hey, man. Hey, your time is your shout out, man. Appreciate you. Hey, shout out to Twitter, Instagram, all that. Follow me at For Real Markeis. That's on Twitter. _MARKEIS. Shout out Coach Paul, my family, my mom, my sisters, my dad for supporting me through this journey. Coach Humphrey, the whole city of Lancaster, the whole city of Grambling. Shout out GSU. And I seen a comment. Shout out Ayana for joining. I appreciate y'all, man. That's that Lancaster love that I get, man. I love it.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Hey, man, listen, shout out to Coach Paul as well for guiding you through this tough process, man. Listen, do big things, be great, man, and go be great down there in G, man. And tell Hue I said what's up.
Will do. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, man, anytime, Sykes, you take it easy, boy.